welcome to Merlin's Ears. Today is travel day. As you can see from the title of the vlog, we are heading back to Orlando. We're currently at Gatwick Airport. We had to get up at silly o'clock this morning, so I've had to wait until now to do the intro. So like I say, we got up at something like 4:45 this morning, left the house at 5:15, and by 6:15 we were already at Gatwick, left our car at Purple Parking and checked in with TUI's. It's fantastic. Security took a little bit longer, and that's more just because people were faffing about, not getting ready, you know, waiting until they got to the scanners before they started unpacking everything and undressing and everything. So it took a little bit longer, but still we've got plenty of time for the flight. It's only just what time is it now? 7 o'clock. So we've still got another 3 hours to the flight. We just popped it into Brewdog for some breakfast. So I'm just going to flip the camera around now and show you the food. Neal's gone for a very tasty looking avocado smash and bacon on, looks like sourdough bread. I've just played it safe and just gone for scrambled egg on toast. They don't do eggs Benedict here. I didn't see any eggs Benedict on the menu, so I just kind of kept it simple with some scrambled egg on toast. And Harry's looks amazing. He's gone for sort of berries and waffles. Really nice. Also that beer, it looks like it's Harry's, but it's not. That's actually Neal's. Let's move that away, shall we? Harry's got an orange juice over there. So while the boys are just finishing up their food, I just thought I'd give you a little bit more info on the actual holiday. So we are, like I say, we're travelling with TUI, so we're getting the Dreamliner to Melbourne Orlando. We actually booked through Travel Republic though, not direct through TUI, and because of that, unfortunately, we weren't eligible for the free transfer, so that gave us a few problems. We were looking at different ways of getting from Melbourne to Orlando, which is about an hour's journey, and it actually worked out cheapest to hire a car, which is something we've not done before. So Neal is going to try and drive in Orlando for the first time, so that's going to be interesting. But by us doing that, it also means that we can stop at the Target on the way to the hotel and stock up on provisions for the week. So slightly different travel day to what we're used to. But let's see how that goes, how many arguments we have along the way. Hopefully none, but we'll see. We are staying on site at Universal's Endless Summer Dockside. We did stay at Surfside not long after it opened. Sorry, just got distracted there by somebody in one of the Zoom rooms just next to us, just asked us to keep an eye on their stuff for them. Like I was saying, we have stayed at Universal Surfside just after it opened a few years back, so it'd be interesting to compare Surfside and Dockside. We're kind of primarily focusing on Universal, although we have got a day at SeaWorld, and for the first time in about 15 years we'll be going back to Discovery Cove. Harry and I are going to be swimming with dolphins, so really excited about that. We'll probably be popping over to Disney Springs as well, because we want to get a chicken guy in Gideon's Fix. So yeah, so a fun week ahead. We're just going to finish off our breakfast now, and then we'll have a quick look around the shops before we get the flight. So we've long since finished breakfast, but Harry is still on the PlayStation. He's currently playing Sonic over there, and I think we're going to have a hard job getting him off there to go and look around the shops. But in the meantime, does anyone else see things like this, like a red button, and just want to press it? I don't particularly want a beer, but I've got this real urge to press this button. Neal said I can press the button. Ready? Oh, a bit disappointing. I thought it was going to make a noise, like a siren going off, but yay, done it. 5 hours later and Harry is still playing Sonic on the PlayStation. Just popped into WH Smith's to pick up some sweets and water for the plane. These have got to be the biggest bags of milk I've ever seen. Mind you, at £19 a pouch. 3 for 2, but still pretty pricey. Just having a quick look in Superdry for any last minute holiday essentials. Some nice sliders and flip flops there. Neal's just eyeing up the baseball caps. There's actually some really nice ones here. I quite like this one. Actually no, I like that one too.
Get both.
Yeah, why not? Harry reckons we just buy them all. Let's have a look, Neal. Very nice. So it would appear they've now got a Lego store at Gatwick. I'm pretty sure this wasn't here last time we travelled. Mind you, that was about 2 years ago, so new to us, it might not necessarily be new to Gatwick. Look at that Concord, that's pretty awesome, isn't it, Harry?
Yeah.
Neal's just spotted the Lego Disney Castle for £310, and he said it's not a bad price. I mean, just saying, Neal, it's my birthday in about 4 weeks' time. It's a bit high up, but if you can see it there, the Atari video computer game system, that was one of my first gaming consoles. I must have been about 7 or 8. I remember playing Frogger, Asteroids and Centipede on that. I've never seen this set before, the Phantom Menace brickheads, £50. I love it. Look, it's got Jar Jar Binks, one of my favourites, Darth Maul. So we're just having a quick look through duty free, and these 40% off deals aren't actually that good. This is one of my favourite perfumes, and I know full well I can get that cheaper on Amazon for a start. So thankfully we made a pretty sharp exit out of duty free. Harry needed a comfort break, and it absolutely stank in there. I mean, I've mentioned before in previous vlogs that I don't like duty free because all the different fragrances that you can smell when they all mix together, it gives me a headache. But in there, it was a weird, like, antiseptic smell. It smelled like Germaline in the whole of the World Duty Free section. It was disgusting. So we've come back out into the sort of main departure area. I think we're going to head back to Boots now, just get a few last minute bits, and then the boarding gate should be ready. Oh joy, we're heading towards the tech shop. Every time we go in these shops, we never actually buy anything. It's just a bit of a pointless exercise, to be perfectly honest, but in we go. Well, this shop, Curiosity, has definitely got me curious. It looks really interesting, a bit kind of, well, sort of touristy, kind of like London souvenir-y type stuff, but I've seen some Harry Potter stuff in there as well, so I think I'm going to take a peek in there while the boys are looking in Harrods. They've got lots of Paddington plushes of different sizes. Very, very cute. They've got Paddington books and t-shirts and jumpers there as well. They've also got lots of, sort of pocket-sized card games and board games if you need anything to keep you entertained on the plane. Well, this is a new record. We haven't even got on the plane yet, and I've lost Harry and Neal. I was in that Curiosity shop, mesmerised by all the Harry Potter merch. I looked round, they've gone, they've left the shop. I don't know what way they've gone. Lost again. And of course I found them in JD Sports. Where else would they be? Here they are. I think I'm just going to wait out here. I definitely don't need to be spending more money before we travel. While we're waiting for the boarding gate to come up, I thought I'd just point this out to you guys. If any of you need any special assistance, when you come through security, immigration, through duty free, if you make a right and head right to the far corner of the terminal, that's where you can go for the special assistance if you need help getting to the boarding gates, just next to Boots, just there. So our provisions for the plane have been purchased, and we're making an educated guess. We reckon our boarding gate is going to be down here somewhere, because last time we travelled with TUI to Florida, our boarding gate was that way, so we thought we'd try and get ourselves a little head start. So we're just going to sit here and people watch for a little while. But while we wait for our gate to come up, I can't believe I forgot to tell you what an eventful drive we had here. So we only had a 45-minute drive from our place to Gatwick, and in that time, I started to feel really, really queasy. Harry got a nosebleed, and then we nearly got ran off the road by a blooming, what's it called, a FedEx truck, like a massive like lorry. We were on the inside lane, and we had just like the sort of the barriers next to us, and this huge truck was in the middle lane, just started veering over, and we thought, no, he's going to notice what he's doing. No, he just kept coming and kept coming. I swear, it felt like he was inches away from our car. I mean, geez, I was jelly-legged when we got here. That was a bit of a near miss. And then when we did get here and we got through security, minor celeb spot. I don't know if anyone's watched Married at First Sight, but I spotted Shona from Married at First Sight when we came through security. So yeah, it's been a bit of an eventful journey. I'm hoping that's it now, though. I hope we have a drama-free flight, because again, if you remember our last travel day when we went with TUI, we had to get police and security on board, so I will leave a link to that video here for you if you want to see what happened there. But yeah, we're just going to sit here and people watch now until the boarding gate comes up. So we were wrong when we tried to guess our boarding gate. Just announced it. It's at the other end of the terminal, so now we're running back through the departure lounge. And yeah, hopefully we'll be on the plane shortly. Just got our first sight of the plane. We have got Miles of Smiles, the dreamliner, taking us to Orlando today. Looks like we're going to be the very first on the aeroplane. More specifically, Harry's going to be the very first on the aeroplane. You're going to fly it, Harry, or are you just going to be a passenger? Passenger, Mum. It's a long walk along this jetty, isn't it? God, that made me jump. Touched the plane for luck. Hi there. Here we go. First on. We're going all the way to the back of the plane. Oh, looks like we're getting complimentary water on the plane. That's a nice touch. So we've been on the plane 2 minutes and Harry's already going through the entertainment system. But while we're waiting for everybody else to board, I just wanted to show you the seats. So Harry is 5'7", and this is the leg room that he's got. Should be able to see if I brighten up a bit, you'll be able to see the leg room that he's got. So his knees are, he's got about an inch before his knees touch the seat in front. So there's quite a good bit of leg room on here. So we purposely chose the back row so we don't have anybody sort of kicking our seats behind us, because I am like a magnet for things like that. Guarantee if I've got someone behind me, they're going to be kicking me or pulling on my headrest. So I now always go for the back row. The other good thing is it is free by the a row free by the window. Because we're the back row, it's just me and Harry, so Harry's managed to get himself an aisle seat, and then we've got Neal across the aisle over there, so that's quite good. And also my window seat, look how far away I am from the window, and I've got this nice little bit of space down the side of me as well, so it feels like we've got a lot more space around us, which is really nice.
It says take a look around, as the nearest one could be behind you. If you need help finding them, just follow the low-level lights. In the unlikely event you're told to evacuate, you must leave all your luggage behind.
First round of complimentary drinks, not to get them confused. On the right is Harry's apple juice, on the left is my rosé. But when I pulled my tray down, look at the state of that. Look at that. I mean, I'm hoping that's a stain and not fresh sort of congealed mush from the last flight. It looks disgusting. I do have antibac wipes with me, so I'm going to try and give that a bit of a clean myself before my food comes, because that does not look very nice at all. So Harry's food has just arrived. He's going to do the big reveal. Ooh, nice. So he has got chicken goujons with peas, sweet corn, and looks like little tater tots. He's got a tropical mousse, potato salad, which probably I'll end up eating, and a little bread roll. So my adult meal has finally arrived. I've been able to smell it for the last half an hour and I'm starving. This is chicken in black pepper sauce, which smells amazing. I've also got the tropical mousse, the potato salad and a roll. I didn't realise Harry's also got this, the cheese and crackers and yeah, cheese. So yeah, I can't wait to tuck into this. It smells amazing. Food has been demolished. The chicken and black bean sauce, or black pepper sauce, sorry, was really, really nice. I'm not the fussiest of eaters though, to be fair, so yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy to have plain food. I enjoyed it, and it made a real nice change to the usual pasta that you get. Nothing wrong with pasta, I love it, but to have the rice instead did make a nice change. The pudding, the tropical mousse, tasted like a sort of like a defrosted Dole Whip if you will. It was nice, I ate it, but I genuinely prefer like a chocolate pudding. But that being said, I ate a lot, so yeah, Harry ate all of his. Apart from the tater tots, he's not a big fan of anything potato related. But yeah, overall it's really nice. Came washed down with the tiniest of cups of tea. So thankfully Harry didn't want his, so I've got 2 half cups of tea. Yeah, so apparently we're going to get an afternoon tea closer to arrival at Orlando, so I'm looking forward to that as well. So we're about 2 hours from Orlando, and the cabin crew just brought round our afternoon tea. So we've got 3 finger sandwiches. We've got, I think it's cheese and onion, egg mayo with spinach, and a cream cheese and tomato. I don't think Harry's going to eat any of those, so I think Neal's given him his raspberry tiffin, so Harry's going to have 2 of those. Some still water, and they're going to bring tea and coffee around as well, so looking forward to tucking into this. We're finally about an hour away from Orlando. That afternoon tea was really lovely. Harry didn't want to try any of his sandwiches, so me and Neal kind of split those between us. The raspberry and white chocolate tiffin was really nice. I don't think I've ever had one of those before, so that was a really nice treat. Yeah, the flight overall has been really good. A bit of turbulence on a number of occasions actually, but we're kind of used to that, so it didn't really bother us too much. The entertainment system was a little bit disappointing. Like at the beginning of the flight, I really struggled to find anything to watch. Eventually I settled on Trolls, Despicable Me, and then Birds of Prey. I can't believe I've never seen Birds of Prey before. I'm like a massive Harley Quinn fan, so I don't know how I missed watching that one, but yeah, really enjoyed that. So about an hour away from Orlando now, so next time you see us we'll be, I'll film the sort of landing, and then we'll be collecting our bags and heading over to get the hire car. We're finally in the hire car. Neal's just figuring out all the controls and that before we set off. Getting off the plane was fine. Getting it through, so you have to pick up your luggage before you go through customs, which actually makes sense because then there's not everyone sort of rushing at the same time to get through customs, because you know we're sort of going through in dribs and drabs after we've picked up our bags and everything. We managed to get through customs and baggage reclaim from the plane within about half an hour. But that's where the problems started. Neal had some issues getting his phone to work, and then there was a massive queue, or a long wait, should we say, at the Avis desk. We paid to have a sat-nav with the car, no sat-nav available, so they've had to sort of faff about trying to get a refund for that. So yeah, it took us about 45 minutes to get the car hire sorted. We're finally in the car now. It looks like Neal's good to go with the controls. We've got about an hour's drive ahead of us now before we get to Endless Summer, finally. So you can just see, just past those palm trees kind of there, that's the exit from the terminal building. So it's literally just across the road when you come out where you pick up the car hires from. So yeah, that part was really easy and straightforward. Hi, so it is the next day. As per normal, I didn't get time to do the outro for the travel day on the actual travel day itself, so it is the next morning. It got a little bit chaotic once we arrived to the hotel. Neal drove for the first time, so we arrived at the hotel. It wasn't immediately clear where we had to leave the car, so we parked it where we thought we should park it, went in and checked in. Neal then had to go and move the car somewhere else, and Harry and I came up to the room, and then Neal came back up and kind of went a little bit downhill from there. He left his hand luggage in the hire car with mine and Harry's passports, and a huge big crate of waters that we bought at Target. So he didn't realise this until about 40 minutes after he'd actually come back up to the room. So it was panic stations. He had to run back down. Hopefully, thankfully, he managed to get the key back from the hire desk, and then go and get his bag and the waters out of there. And then we had problems with Neal's phone not working, and it was just a bit of a chaotic end to a travel day. But overall, it wasn't too bad. Apart from that last bit at the end, it was relatively drama-free. Obviously, waiting at the airport for the hire car took quite a while. I mean, yeah, 50 minutes to get the hire car sorted out in the first place. But yeah, we made it here. That's the main thing. We've checked into the hotel. There will be a separate room and resort tour for the Endless Summer Dockside where we're staying. But we're going to head out now to the theme parks for our first day. Thank you so much for joining us on this travel day, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.